So we're looking at this tree diagram, and we're going to try and figure out what's the probability of getting an outcome based on what we can see here from the diagram. If I look at my diagram, I see that I have my starting point right here. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and label that start, since that's what we've been doing. Start. And then close these. And then I see that I've got 4 possible outcomes for my first bag, bag 1. And it looks like I have probably blocks in bag 1. Blocks number 2, 4, 6, and 9. So I have my start, and I make my 4 branches, and I show my 4 possible outcomes. Now I look at my second bag, and it looks like I have blocks in my second bag. And there are 3 blocks there, 3 possible outcomes, 1, 2, 3. And the blocks are 2, 3, and 6, and I see that repeats all the way down. So now I can see that bag 1 has blocks 2, 4, 6, 9, and bag 2 has blocks 2, 3, and 6. So I'm supposed to read this diagram and try and figure out what's the probability of getting an outcome of 2 even numbers. Well, since a lot of this work has been done for me, I'm just going to kind of walk you through how these outcomes got to be listed. So let's say I pull a 2 from my first bag. Now, my second choice from bag 2 could either be a 2, a 3, or a 6, which means that my outcomes, if I draw a 2 first, could be 2, 2, 2, 3, or 2, 6. Now let's say I don't draw a 2. Let's say instead I draw a 4. So my outcomes for bag 2 are still 2, 3, and 6. And my 3 outcomes, if I draw a 4, are 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 6. And I'm going to just repeat this process with, in case I drew a 6, I could have 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 6. And if I drew a 9, I could have 9, 2, 9, 3, and 9, 6. So here are all my outcomes. And so now I'm going to write a little bit. There we go. So my question, what is the probability of getting an outcome of 2 even numbers? Well, the first thing I want to do is figure out what's my total number of outcomes. So I'm going to count how many of these outcomes did I get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If I have 12 total outcomes, I know that means that when I'm trying to find probability, and I'm going to write it as a fraction, my denominator is going to be 12. My numerator is going to be what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for here is the probability, oh, where's my mouse? Probability of getting 2 even numbers. Done. Let me try and fix this ink a little bit. Back to here. There. Probability of getting 2 even numbers. So you saw the highlighter. I'm going to now highlight each of the ones here that show me 2 even numbers. So these are 2 even, these are 2 even, these, and these. And I know not to highlight any of the ones here because my first number is 9, so I can't possibly get 2 even numbers there. I'm just going to leave those alone. So now I'm going to count. This is what I'm looking for, 2 even numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Since there are 6 outcomes for their 2 even, that becomes my numerator. My probability of getting 2 even numbers is 6 out of 12. If I want to simplify that, I'm just going to divide by 6 over 6, which will give me 1/2. Now for my second question, what's the probability of getting an outcome of at least 1 odd number? And that at least is important. It means I'm not looking for 2 odd numbers, I'm looking for 1 or more. So let me get rid of these highlighters here. There we go. And now I'm going to highlight at least 1 odd number. So that would be right here. No, right here. right here, and then these last three, all these here. So in order to get my final answer, I remember that there are 12 total outcomes. That's my denominator. I count how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, have at least one odd number. Get 6 over 12 again. I'm going to divide by 6 over 6, a form of 1, get my final answer, 1/2. So the probability of getting an outcome of at least one odd number in this particular situation is 1/2, and which is the same as getting an outcome of two even numbers. And there you have it.